Hi, I'm Meg, and this is the making of the stop-motion film Chew. For this module, we were assigned to work around the theme metamorphosis, and so I decided to focus on rage and how it can consume the body. Originally, I thought about animating a creature transforming from an angry, terrifying thing to a more tranquil version of itself, but I found my storyline was lacking something. While researching, Christian introduced me to an animatic called Little Things, and I was immediately inspired by the hilarity of the unreasonable rage. The concept of getting angry over the smallest things felt so funny yet so relatable, so I pushed my storyline in the more comedic direction. I thought about my sister, who loves to be annoying, and came up with the storyboard centered around the grating sound of chewing. I wasn't yet sure if I wanted to film top-down or in a 3D space, so I made mock-ups in paper and modelling clay. I found the paper quite finicky, and I didn't like how limited I was with the facial expressions. Whereas because the plasticine was extremely malleable, I was able to carve and exaggerate parts of the model. Now that the medium was decided, I moved on to building the set. Using my rough digital sketch, I recreated the layout into Illustrator so I could use a laser cutter to precisely cut into wood. For the pieces I didn't laser cut, I substituted with thick cardboard. These pieces were held together with superglue I bought from Aldi 10 minutes before they closed, and was well worth it since I had to practically rip my hand from the model, it was that strong. When it came to making my puppets, I had to ensure they were durable enough to withstand many hours of sculpting, and so built them with a wire skeleton. I tried experimenting with different mediums for the hair to see if I could create some varying visual texture. I made a prototype out of paper and liked how it looked, but I found that the slightest touch caused the paper to shift, which would create a jittery effect and distract the audience in the final film. I worked with cardboard as it was much sturdier, but it quite frankly looked horrifying, so I moved back to plasticine. With the background made, I could finally move on to filming. I found this part of the process very exciting, and I loved watching my characters come to life. If I were to improve this part of the project, I would like to go back and capture more in-betweens. The overall animation was faster than I envisioned, and I actually had to improvise the last few scenes, since it didn't reach a minimum time limit. But I think the unplanned ending was even funnier, and you can quite literally see my animating improving throughout the short film. Once all the filming was done, I fought with the storage on my OneDrive for a bit, and finally imported all the photos onto TV Paint. I drew all the sassy eye movement and 2D special effects, which would have been incredibly hard to do with modelling clay. For this project, I also took the opportunity to film my own sound. Shout out to Hannah for supplying the crisps, and with the help of Raz, the sound technician, and my friend Rose, I was able to create some original chewing and yelling sounds. I imported the animation and sound audio into Premiere Pro and edited them all together. For my first stop-motion film, I am very happy with the final result, but there are a few things I would like to improve. I had it planned to move all the props in the background to exaggerate the beast even further, but during filming, I only remembered after it was too late to go back. I would have also liked to improve the opening scene, as it is very fast and I don't think the audience has enough time to process how annoying the chewing is before Clayme explodes into anger. I could improve this by slowing the chewing or even showing the food being crushed in her mouth. Along with this, the rage scene itself should have been longer, as the thrashing is a little too brief to strongly communicate the theme metamorphosis. However, despite all this, I am very happy with the final product, and I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy creating it.